Alright, welcome to your first Geometry Flipped Classroom video. Now, in case your teacher hasn't already explained this to you, the idea of the flipped classroom is that you are going to be going home and watching video lessons for homework and then coming into class and working on practice problems where you can get extra help. One of the advantages to using the flipped classroom is that in cases like this where you might have to write down a lengthy definition that's a couple of sentences, you can do that on your own time. You don't have to wait for people that take longer to write or worry about holding up the rest of the class if you take a little bit longer. You should definitely use this time to pause the video, write down any definitions that you need to. Now, something that can be difficult for people to understand with this is that you cannot watch these videos with the sound off. There are going to be important things that the teacher is saying in the video, like for example that the answer to the multiple choice question you're about to get is C. There might be some explanation of the steps that they're doing to work through a problem. There could be some general explanation of the long definitions that you just had to copy down. Now, based on what I just told you, answer the multiple choice question that's about to pop up on the screen. When you see an example like this given in the notes, you are going to oftentimes have to pause the video and practice it and possibly answer the questions on your own before moving on. See if you can do this one by yourself. Okay, now that you've entered an answer for this, let's see if you were correct. If this is the answer that you got, good job. If not, you may need to review some algebra. Now that we've looked at what these videos look like, here's a brief overview of what your day is going to be every time you come into geometry. Now, this will be a little bit different when we have quizzes and tests, and we'll give you some warning about that in advance. Typically, you will walk in, you'll be handed an entrance ticket, and you'll get to work on that right away. This will be just a couple of questions to see how well you understood the video. After you finish the entrance ticket, you're going to have a foldable in your interactive notebook, more on that later, and you'll be putting that together on your own. Then your teacher will go over any questions that you might have had about the video, anything that wasn't very clear, and then you'll get an opportunity to work with a partner to practice. After going through all of this process, we'll do an exit ticket, which will be a few questions very similar to the entrance ticket. That'll give you the opportunity to show us what you learned.